ChargePoint is emerging as a new favorite for EV investors as the government has appointed its CEO Pasquale Romano in the National Infrastructure Advisory Council. So keep watching as I take you through recent news as well as a chart analysis and price prediction for this gem of a stock. But before we do that, subscribe to our channel Stox 101 for regular stock market updates. First up, the government is working to curb climate change, and in this wave, ChargePoint is one of the biggest gainers. The government will be spending $900 million to set up charging stations across the 35 states. Note that this is just a part of the total $7.5 billion project that aims to set up over 500,000 charging stations throughout the country in the upcoming years. Apart from this, the EV industry is expected to grow by 10x in 10 to 15 years, slowly becoming the main mode of transport, replacing fuel-powered vehicles. All of these parameters pose a blessing for charging station companies such as ChargePoint. Now to analyze the stock in depth, let's jump into the charts. So as you guys can see right here, we're now in the one-day chart for CHPT, and first we'll analyze the one-day chart, and as always, we'll then analyze the 1 hour and 5-minute charts. So right off the bat, you guys can clearly see that we were in a bearish trend for a long time, right? We fell from a high price of $50 almost to a low of $8.5, which was the lowest price that the stock has ever gone to. So let me mark that real quick for you. As you guys can see over here, we hit a bottom at $8.5, somewhat $8.43. And before that, even when the company had just started, the lowest we went was $9.3. But anyways, moving forward, we can clearly see that we're kind of breaking that bearish trend. If we look at the short term over here, right, we're not making a bearish trend continuation. After hitting this bottom, we've been in somewhat of an uptrend. And this uptrend, even though it's kind of slow, it's slowly building up to this level of $21 where we made this high. And after that, you can clearly see that we fell to this low, and then we've been making some higher lows and some higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. And hopefully, if this trend continues, I believe that we can get back to the $25 range. So we can see that there were some volatile moves in the past over here, right? After these highs, we did struggle to break up from this level of $16. After that, we can see that the next high was at $17.5, I guess, and after that around $19.5, and our new high is at this level at $20 almost, and we got obviously resisted from that level. And now I believe that we'll probably get a higher low over here somewhere around $16.9 or $16 or $17 range. And after bouncing back from that support, we'll probably go towards the $21 level. We'll probably fail it once, right? We'll then squeeze into a range. Now this is completely just my prediction, and after we squeeze into this range, I believe that we'll probably break up to the upper side and get towards the $23 area, because as you guys can see, we do have a resistance over here around the $23.7 zone. Let me mark that. After that, the next resistance would be here at $28.7, right? All of these are highs, so they pretty much act like resistance points. So what's next for Monday? I believe that on Monday, we'll probably get another red candle, right? We'll fall down a bit, but we probably will not hit the support on Monday. Now, it might be true if we get a lot of volatility, but in both cases, I believe that this support will not be broken, but I believe that it would probably be reached around Tuesday, and after that we'll probably continue a bullish trend. We'll make a higher high. I already told you the rest. We'll get into this area, we'll get shortened into this range, we'll squeeze a bit, we'll squeeze up on the upside, and then boom, the stock goes skyrocketing. Well, that's not exactly what's going to happen, but it will definitely go up. With that being said, I'll set a price target of 30 sorry with that being said, With that being said, I'll set a price target of $23 for 2022. And in 2023, there might be different things, right? I believe that it might get to the $30 range. So now let's quickly move on into the 1 hour chart and analyze some swing trades. As you guys can see right here, we're now in the 1 hour chart, and right off the bat, the 14th September chart actually looks really interesting. As you guys can see, we got a bullish engulfing candle over here, right? This green candle engulfed this red candle. This is called an engulfing candle pattern. And after that, the day went bullish, as you guys can see. Of course, as a result of a bullish day, the aftermarket was pretty much bullish as well. The pre-market was bullish as well for 15th September. And as you guys can see, the first candle of the day was, well, how many percentages? How many percent? This was about a 7% candle. This was, I believe, also the day that Shopify and other stocks performed really well as well. But shortly after, as you guys can see, the market started crashing. It was pretty much a natural pullback, and after that, as a result, the pre-market for 16th was negative and we opened in a gap down. And if we closely look at the 16th September chart, it indicates that we'll probably get another red candle on 19th September, because you guys can see that we made a failing hammer candle on the positive. We did get a negative pin bar candle over here, which proved to be pretty successful. After that, we can clearly see that there was somewhat of an insider candle. It's not exactly an insider candle, but all of this data combined definitely tells me that 19th September is going to be a bearish day for the stock. So I believe that the first candle would be obviously in a gap down. After that, we might see some green candles and a bearish trend, right? We might get some like dry volumes in the midterm, but that's pretty normal. Once that is gone, we'll probably get a green candle by the end of the trading session, but we'll definitely end it in a bearish manner in a red candle. With that being said, let's analyze the stock in detail in the 5-minute chart. So as you guys can see right here, we're now in the 5-minute chart for the stock, and right off the bat, you guys can see that we've made pretty much a triple bottom over here at the 17.98, pretty much the $18 level. You can see that ever since the market started on 16th, we've been squeezing into this range from this high that we made, right? You guys can see that we'll probably open in a gap down thanks to this as well. That's another indication for that. If we talk about the volumes a bit, we can clearly see that this crash volume, right, the last candles were pretty strong in terms of volume, I would say, and that indicates that obviously there is some selling interest in the market. Apart from that, if I were to give you guys some levels, obviously the first level would be this high that we made somewhere around $18.8. The next one would be this range that the market held on to really well, around $18.25, I would say. We can clearly see that it held on to that range pretty well over here. After that, the same range acted as a resistance over here, and that exact range was the reason why the market was range bound here. So if I were to predict what's going to happen on 19th September for the 5-minute chart, I've already told you what's going to happen for the 1-hour chart. But if we go into a bit more detail, I believe that the first two candles would probably be bearish. After that, a few positive candles, a few bullish candles. We might encounter this level once before we go down. So this is 17.98 or rather $18. If we are able to break it, we'll probably challenge this range next. But that's a small possibility, right? My chances are, my bets are that the stock will probably go down on 19th September. And for intraday traders, I believe that before 11 a.m. would probably be the best time to trade, as there will be a lot of volatility as the stock jumps between these levels, right? I believe that it can make 1 to 2% moves pretty well. And if it does, it would be a dream come true for many scalpers and intraday traders, because as you guys already know, that taking 2% on a 5-minute chart is pretty good. But then again, remember that this is just my own opinion, my own analysis. I could be wrong, so definitely this is not financial advice. You should always do your own research before you trade. If, however, you enjoyed my analysis, be sure to hit the like button. If you did not enjoy it, be sure to hit the dislike button. Subscribe to our channel Stocks 101 for more such videos, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one.